Okay, what's going on, guys? So today is going to be a video about the Sovereign Freedom Model Way, which is essentially a social freedom funnel that I created to not have to do a fancy website or do crazy ad spend or overhire too fast out of ego, which I already made that mistake. And I'm going to show you actually breaking down a mini VSL that we have all of our clients implement and actually able to create within 1 to 2 hours. And this asset has generated well over multi-seven figures for my coaching business and hypnotherapy businesses. And this is exactly what we're going to break down today on the iPad so that you can see the mistakes that you actually may be making when it comes to actually packaging and positioning your offer to get that in front of tons of more of the right people. Now, just to give you context, I do want to show you how this is seamlessly flowing. Well, you're told a lot online, you got to nurture for 3 or 4 months before you make an offer. In fact, that's not true, because we have many clients every week that sign up and onboard with just having followed me, and within 48 hours of following me, they're already in our DMs looking for our offer, finding out more, asking questions, and we're qualifying them too as well, and they end up signing up high ticket. So that's how I know that. Now, I'm going to break down the top of funnel. I'm not going to go into the messaging or the offer positioning, which is essential to scaling with simplicity and flow, but what I am going to talk about is the middle of the funnel. Okay, now this middle of the funnel is super important for you to understand, okay, because if you don't have a strong, seamless way to accelerate the heat of the lead, you're going to be very disappointed when it comes to conversion. So this is the bottom of the funnel. We call this BOF. Now, the bottom of the funnel is obviously having to do with conversion, and you ought to know that obviously the top of the funnel is more about attraction, helping people to know who you are, what you do, and why your unique stuff is different and has authority. And so what I want to show you, and by the way, authority isn't real, obviously you know that, but it's just a way to frame yourself as someone who is an expert and is seen as an expert. But the middle of the funnel, we actually insert what's called a mini VSL. And the mini VSL, don't worry, you don't have to create this long, arduous, complex video. We give our clients the actual template and the structure and the format to just literally put their personality, put their content and their stuff in, and then it just is seamless. That's much more effective than hard work, guesswork, or even smart work, by the way. So then the last aspect that I wanted to show you guys is that when you're gonna go into creating a business model that scales how you want it, so you don't have to be glued to your phone all day, this is why when people actually find us through the top of the funnel, okay, these are the lead flow that you get in from having viral content, but then once you actually get these leads and they're actually starting to converse with you, there's conversation happening, we actually send them a mini VSL to not just show proof, but also to truly align them with our core values and our company mission and movement, and essentially get them familiarized with our brand. And the more time that they spend attention on their brand and that we can hold their attention, the more effective that this is going to be and speeding up the lead to the sale. Now, what I'm going to show you now, just so that I was able to give you context for, this could be DMs. This is our 6-figure workshop that we also teach. We teach the sell by chat system, and we install that into our clients' business. Okay, or if you're still doing calls, that's where this would be at the bottom of the funnel. Now, just so that I give you the actual way that we break this down, I want to show you, okay, this is huge that you will yourself to kind of approach this and reframe your mindset and open your mind, because I found that a lot of people are unwilling to open their mind. They're usually making decisions or indecisions in a way that has led them to here based on the past 6 to 12 months of their behaviors in the context of business. But what I'm saying here is that if you look at this top of funnel, I don't want to age myself too much, but there used to be such a thing as newspapers, okay? And newspapers, the first page at the very top of the funnel, when you first look at the newspaper, you're going to see what's called the top of fold, okay? And this top of fold, I'm going to actually see if I can do white. This is called the top of fold, okay? And the top of the fold is the most important. The offer generally lives or dies at the top of the fold. And so this also goes for offer creation, but what I want to show you here is that we are measuring the click-through rate, how many people scroll down, and it's highly likely that if you don't have, okay, positioned, authority, clear, undeniable messaging, people are going to actually just skim through, and they're not going to actually convert or book a call. And this is how we're able to get our clients to sign more dream clients, raise their prices, and also increase their profit margins just based on what I'm showing you here. So the very first session, I always audit my clients' offers, because what they find is they're overcomplicating their pitches, and people don't understand why they're the best solution, especially their dream client. And so if you can actually see this, you can notice that there's plenty of white space around this. Think of Walmart versus Chanel or Gucci, right? There's a lot of space when you're perceived as luxury, whereas there's a lot of clutter when you're perceived as Walmart. And this generally comes from many coaches over-convincing and over-explaining how their stuff works, and they're actually sabotaging and confusing their audience. We have the VSL here. Structuring the VSL is what I show my clients, as I had told you earlier. But what I really want to show you here is that if your client can't wake up and see the change in their physical reality, if they can't quantify the outcome that you help them to get, even if you are someone who sells something intangible. I made multiple 7 figures in hypnosis niche, and also as a relationship coach. So I am unique in the business world just because I know how to position what's called an intangible transformational offer, which is why many coaches do not get great results or consistently scale, because they're learning from a business coach who only taught in the context of marketing and sales. But what I'm showing you here is that I'm clearly calling out who this is. I'm calling out exactly who this is for, okay? And it's very clear who it's not for. Now, also, mind you, that I'm going to show them the very clear messaging of the specific outcomes of signing more dream clients, raising your prices, and having the freedom of being able to scale your monthly recurring revenue with the group model as well. We call this the access model, which is better than digital products, okay? And we also show them what we're not about, without complex ads, convoluted funnels, or living on the feast and famine income or the content hamster wheel, or without sales calls that just kind of burn you out and keep you glued to your business all day. In addition to that, we build movements. We help our clients to actually curate their unique community, their unique voice, and also their unique offer so that they can stand out. As, of course, we help our clients to join the iconic mentorship brands, actualize their thought leadership and their purpose, and have a lifestyle of freedom. This is especially relevant if you have a smaller audience. So I got to go out to travel plans and also spend some time with loved ones, but I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe if you like this video, and click the link below if you'd like to see what it might look like to take next steps. Talk to you soon. Peace.